Sup players, XGG, and today we're back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. In this video we're continuing the journey of the World Legacy, and yeah, let's just get into the video. So we're starting off with a short lore story about the whole World Legacy lore. Really cool, I really enjoy those little lores that you're getting. I do have thoughts about making a video or making multiple videos where it's just the lore and then the music from the lores will be playing, so no other sounds, but then it's just the lore sound from the game. And yeah, while we're waiting on this to finish, I want to talk about something that I'm beginning to do. I have also shared it on a post on the channel where I'm taking a little break from regular videos and focusing more on shorts. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I feel like that shorts, first of all, it doesn't take that much time to make in general, and that is also something that I really want to improve. And it's just me cracking fingers if you guys can hear anything. But yeah, that is definitely something that I want to improve within my skills of making YouTube, I will say that. And I will also be, today is Friday and tomorrow it's Saturday. And I will be uploading a video tomorrow. I don't know yet what it is. I did upload, or maybe I won't upload a video tomorrow. I don't know. I uploaded a video today actually. A Blackwing gimmick powered deck profile that I've been working on. I'm still testing a little bit, but mostly now I'm focusing more on the Fiendsmith and Blackwings, and also playing Fiendsmith Duel currently. And also testing that out a little bit. Because the funny part is that I have been playing a lot of course I have been playing Blackwings a lot, but I've been also been focusing on trying to combo off with Duel, because I feel like the Duel is a really cool deck. And yeah, we're into the duel here. We're playing the Mech Knights, or not the Mega Knights. We're playing some Unchained. Sorry guys, I was just speaking of, I would say Unchained is a really cool archetype as well. I really love to play them in Duel as well. Just cards like your Soul of Rage that can go into an SP Little Knight in the real world. You could also do that in what's it called? I can remember it. You could also do it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but in these tryouts duels, or what you want to call them, we're not playing with all cards, but only the loner decks. I will say it's fine. You get to know the deck a little bit more, rather if you were playing it in real life. Of course, you also get to know it in real life, but you know what I mean, guys. But yeah, basic Unchained combo. Usually, I know that some people in today's format are playing Anguish, but I just feel like that Anguish is, I don't know what you can call it, a brick in the X deck. It depends a lot on what you're playing. In Fiendsmith Duel now, you're only playing Yama and Rage in your extra deck, plus you're only playing Shavara in your main deck, plus your trap, which is either the Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, and what is the Escape of the Unchained, maybe. That name, I can actually search it up real quick. Yeah, Escape of the Unchained. One of those two cards. I will say I love to play at Abominable Chamber much more because it allows me to just cheat out an SP Little Knight in my opponent's turn. I know a lot of people are playing Escape of the Unchained because you can pop a card on both players' field, so you could potentially pop one of your Yubel monsters and trigger Yama in your graveyard. But I will say Chamber really just allows you to cheat into an SP Little Knight, and that is what I love really much about this. I'm currently working on Blackwing Feedsmith right now, so if you can hear some clicking sounds, it's just my mouse that I'm using on my dueling program. I'm just going to move my setup a little bit, so maybe you will hear some sounds. I don't know. But yeah. And also, most of the times, guys, because I'm just playing Master Duel and then I'm talking about a lot of other things. So I really want to be focusing a little bit more on also reacting to what I'm playing, because most of the times I'm playing I'm doing the playthrough and then I'm editing afterwards. And yeah, then I'm just voice recording most of the times because I feel like that is the easiest part to do, so I don't have to like speak while I'm playing, because sometimes I do play in public, and that can actually screw everything over because I don't want to basically just sit in a corner some public place and speak English and make Yu-Gi-Oh content. Then I would rather do this where I'm doing some other work plus I'm doing this type of work. And also I've been editing a lot of shorts. I've been hunting after Ultimate Drafts from OTS packs. You guys have seen that on my channel if you are following me. And I would say I'm pretty happy of the result. Of course, I've been opening all the packs. I don't have any more packs left of the OTS packs. I will be trying to make a big video whenever we hit 500 subscribers. I will try to make it work, but I can't promise anything. But it does include OTS packs, or maybe more rare packs. I don't know if it's going to be a thing currently at the moment, but I will be trying my hardest to actually get it to work. But yeah, in this duel we're playing Attic Nisters against, what is it? Predator Plants something. We just died to a Nightmare Cerberus. And I would say this starting hand is just insane, because we can actually activate our Dark Knight Attic Nister, is that the name? Plus our Bururu to send anything. Let's just set a Picari. The best thing is to go into this because of the spell traps that my opponent does have on the field. And because of this, we can actually, in fact, go into another thing. And now we can notice about this. Little bit Picari. Excuse me, guys, because I was yawning. It is a little bit late, I will say that. Yeah, we're just going to activate this, protecting, and I'm just going to burn him for game. And in this video, I will also talk a little bit about Feedsmith. I don't know when I will be uploading this video. It will be soon. I believe I'm setting this off to be in the nearest end of August or in the start of September. And then it will be the 1st of September or the 31st of August. I believe that we have 31 days in August, right? Let me just find that calendar. I actually believe that we do have 31 days in August. So I will either be doing it the 31st of August or the 1st of September, one of those 2 days, I'll be uploading this video. And let us just talk about Fiendsmith quickly. I don't know if, and also about the ban list. And I know I've already made a couple of ban list predictions. And yeah, let us just quickly talk about them. So the first one is going to be Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Everybody uses her in Fiendsmith decks right now. I also use her in my Duel Fiendsmith deck because I feel like that in a really hard situation, you can basically just dump a Duel monster and then you have a free Spirit of Duel, or not Spirit of Duel, Phantom of Duel that you can cheat summon out because of her summoning conditions if you do have a fiend. And most of the times my opening hands are really great. I've been testing a lot with Fiendsmith Duel because I feel like that I'm going to take it with me to locals, and most of the times I've been opening up hands where I do have I'm just saying with the deck right now, and I just made a starting hand. My starting hand is Terraforming, which I can bait. In fact, I can bait that with an Ash. 1 D Lotus, 2 Spirit of Evil, and 1 for 1. So basically, I can activate 1 for 1, discard one of my spirits to summon out either the Lotus from the deck or a Chaos Summoning Beast, just a level 1 monster. Most of the times I would go after the Lotus, but I could cheat out a Chaos Summoning Beast. And yeah, of course, Terraforming, a lot of people will definitely go after that card. So yeah. And I actually feel like that if you're going after 1 for 1, 1 for 1 is a type of card that actually sends for cost. So you send a monster and then you get to summon out a monster if the effect doesn't get negated. So either way, you do have a monster in your graveyard. But yeah, let us talk quickly about the ban list predictions and other thoughts that I had. In general, I did play an OTS championship. I took Black Wings with me. I did horrible because I learned that Appaloosa doesn't lose her attack points even if you negate her effects. She will lose the counters, but nobody told me that Appaloosa will still keep her attack. But I confirmed it by judge, and I was like, shit, I could go full Blackwing combo, and I screwed it up because I went into battle phase. Because I thought that Appaloosa had 0 attack points. And I couldn't even go swing over it with my Blackwing Dragon because it had 2100, so... And Appaloosa did have 3 counters, so... Yeah. I really hate that, but I learned something really cool about that. That now I know that Appaloosa, even if her effects are negated, she will still keep her attack apparently, which in my mind sounds stupid. But talking about Appaloosa, I would say that it could be fun if that card got banned on the next ban list, because I always go with the theory that in Rarity Collection 1, a lot of other people had maybe been talking about this, but we got Borreload and Barone reprints in that set, and the ban list after that set, Barone plus Borreload Savage Dragon was banned. So I do have a thought that IP and Appaloosa probably are the next ones to go. I would say IP, there's a slight chance that it will not happen because IP is not the problem in Monday decks. It's more like cards like Appaloosa that you can easily cheat out with your decks. And I'm just sitting here and test handing, guys. I would say pretty cool starting hands that I'm getting. The last one here, it was both Gree plus Shavara in my starting hand. So I will say not the best. Both are cards that I really want to just search or mill or dump to the graveyard of card effects. But yeah, but I do have the theory that um, cards that were reprinted in Rarity Collection 2 will be banned on the ban list, and one of them is going to be Appaloosa. That is just a theory that I have. The next ban list is probably out whenever, before this video gets uploaded. But yeah. That it, or maybe I will just upload it tomorrow. I know I uploaded today, the 23rd of August, but I can just upload it again tomorrow. So depends a lot on what my thoughts is. But yeah, I do have plans of taking part in the tournament tomorrow with Duel Fiendsmith. It is a tournament that I'm going to host together with 2 other people. And I'm going to be judge at that event because I feel like that a lot of people. One of the other guys is basically making sure that the pairings are okay because he got his program up and running, and the other guy is basically just there to be there, I believe. It's actually funny because we talked about the pricings. The pricings is going to be an infinite forbidden playmat, plus packs and yeah, deck boxes and stuff like that. And I believe that I spent around, I don't know how many euros that I spent. If I should give a close call, I would probably say around 100 euros just in prize pool. Just in the prize pool in general. And we talked about the pricing because we talked about that we shouldn't, after this tournament, we're not hosting, or we are going to host tournaments, but it will be without pricings as such as playmats and stuff like that. And yeah, but I really like the idea of that something like that is going to have a prize pool. I know the reason for why I'm spending so much money on that is more like because that I know a lot of children will arrive at that tournament because we're more kid-like friendly in that neighborhood, I will say, and we want to teach kids and younger adults, I will say, because some of us is adults, but we're in the younger generation. I can't speak now. But yeah, we are in the younger generation, and I really want to just give the children a place where they can basically just play and not have any thoughts. But yeah, I do have thoughts. We all talked about, all of us that are hosting the event. We all talked about that we will participate in the, or take part in the tournament. But I do have thoughts about just being head judge and going around the table without playing. But yeah, I would also rather play. Of course, I am more skilled than a lot of the people. It's actually funny that a lot of people down there, if I'm getting the right deck, I can beat, I will say this without lying, but I believe that we're around 20 players in total, if all of us is arriving. So out of those 20 players, I believe that it will be, if I'm playing Black Wings, let's just take a version, Blackwing Bestial. If I'm playing Blackwing Bestial, with modern day, let us say Blackwing Bestial, what's it called, Gimmick Puppet, the recent deck profile that I made. If I'm taking that build with me, I would say I do have a chance of actually beating, I don't know, I do have a chance of beating maybe 16, 17, which is a lot to say out of the other 19 people. But the reason for why I'm saying that is because, first of all, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was 8, so I do have the experience of cards, and I know what cards do and what do not do. And the reason for why I'm also judging the event is basically because that I want to be better at learning what cards do in what sequence, I will say. Like as an example, now I've learned that Appaloosa will keep her attack, but will lose her counters if the effect of her is negated. And yeah, stuff like that. My nose was just itching a little bit. But talking about the ban list predictions more, if he hits, I hope that he will just wake up and hit Snake Eyes, just kill the deck. Or maybe take it a little bit smarter, but I would say that Snake Eyes is a deck that have been giving Konami enough money already. So yeah. But I would say if Konami should keep Snake Eyes in the game, then what he should do was to limit Ash plus what's it called? Flamebirch Dragon. And my nose is killing me right now. It's actually irritating a little bit. But what they should do was to keep Ash and Flamebirch in the game, but limit them to one because it will not completely kill the deck. But it will slow them down enough that other decks can actually compete. But I just feel like that Ash and Flamebirch is the two cards that are going to be hit in Snake Eyes. A lot of people are saying the Wanted engine, but keep in mind, all of the Wanted cards except for original Sinful Spoils. But Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils plus the Abelstar is going to be reprinted in the next Mega 10. So it will not make sense for them to ban or hit those cards. And there's a lot of cards that you can actually keep in mind because all of the cards that we got confirmed is not going to be hit on the ban list because that just doesn't make sense. Banning or hitting cards on the ban list before it's at release doesn't make sense in my ears. So yeah. If we're going to talk about Duel, I would probably say that either limit or semi-limit Phantom of Duel, because that card is just stupid enough to be played in today's format. You can just easily summon it out, so I wouldn't mind actually. You know that I'm beginning to learn a lot about Fiendsmith Duel. I would say I wouldn't have anything in mind if Phantom of Duel was limited to one. As long as they are not banning the card, because that will just kill the deck, I believe. If Duel doesn't have a way to actually put up a negate when Appaloosa is gone, because 100% Appaloosa is going to be hit on the ban list, just like Beatrice. Those two cards are almost guaranteed to get hit, how much that they have been in the game. So yeah. If I should say other cards in Duel, it depends a lot on how you're looking at it. The Unchained stuff are free, I would say, because Konami is not going to hit the Unchained part. That is not the problem in Duel, in this current format. It will be cards like Phantom of Duel that you're going to hit the most. And if I should say anything about the Fiendsmith, if Konami is going to hit anything, if they are doing a thing like limiting or banning Engraver, then the Fiendsmith engine is just that. But Konami is not going to do that because they haven't got the chance to actually, earn the profit enough from the Fiendsmith engines. And I'm happy that it haven't been a week and I've finally established the entire Fiendsmith engine that I wanted to play. I should probably just have played a Fiendsmith deck at the OTS tournament, and in the start of September, the 6th of September, we're going to have a Worlds tournament at my locals where you can win a, is it called a convolute? A convolute or a letter? A convolute or a letter, where you're going to get either a Doomkill limit Caliber Knight. What is he called? Doom Caliber Knight? Uh, quickly just searching him up. Doom Caliber Knight. Monster with 1800 or something. Yeah, Doom Caliber Knight. In QCR or Swords of the Revealing Lights in QCR. You can when we're going to have two of those convolutes or letters in the prize pools. One of them is going to be to the first place. I'm praying that you are not going to hit the Fiendsmith entry, because then I'm going to play Fiendsmith at that. Or else I'm playing Blackwing Centurion. I've been working a little bit on a build in that. And yeah, the other convolute or letter is going to be a random giveaway. So hopefully I'm getting one of those. If I'm getting it, I would probably, I don't know, maybe keep it in my binder or keep the convolute safe or unboxing it on YouTube. One of those things. So yeah. But let us talk about Fiendsmith now. In general, or let us talk a little bit more about the other cards that I believe that should be banned or hit on the ban list. Skill Drain is it's complicated to say because Skill Drain does lock down some decks, but it's really irritating to play against. So yeah, I just hate to play against it. Usually it doesn't hurt me that much, but again, if I'm playing a deck that if I'm playing a deck that needs its resources to play. What's it called? I can't speak now, and I can't think. If I can't use my resources on the board, with effects and stuff like that, then it kind of kills the deck, and I just feel like that these should, if you're not banning Skill Drain on the next ban list, these should definitely limit the card to 1. But I'm praying most that they are going to just ban the card because it's really irritating to play against, and it just kills the game, to be honest. But that is just my opinion. So yeah. I know some people are talking about yeah, a lot of people are actually talking about King Calamity, but it does make sense. King Calamity is a really frustrating card to go against. But my thoughts on that is basically that a card that Konami should be thinking about hitting. Sure, you could you could hit King Calamity, and then the Calamity lock will not be a problem anymore. But then you have stuff like Caliuga to worry about. But again, Caliuga is a card that is more complicated to summon. In Black Wings, you can make it in one card combo. So it's not because that it is so it's not that complicated again in Black Wings as an example to make, but it's more complicated to summon out rather than summoning out King Calamity, because you can do it with one card combo in Centurion. Basically with your field spell you can summon out Auxilia and then you can summon out the Crimson Dragon. But a card that I feel like that Konami should be thinking about hitting also is Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon is the root of the evil, basically, to summon out big, strong level 12 monsters. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that, in general, Crimson Dragon is the thing behind King Calamity. Crimson Dragon is the thing behind Cosmic Blaster Dragon, and stuff like that. Crimson Dragon can summon out cards like, Red Nova Dragon. Isn't that the card? Red Supernova Dragon? One of those two cards names. But yeah. hitting King Calamity is a good hit for Konami, but hitting Crimson Dragon could potentially be a much more superior what's it called? A superior hit. It depends a lot on how you're looking at it and stuff like that. But yeah, that is just my opinion that Konami should probably consider the cards that are a part of the combo and not the cards itself that is making the combo. Like, King Calamity is a really big problem, yes, but if you're hitting or banning Crimson Dragon, then you are basically removing a piece of the combo, which is a little bit more important because when King Calamity is banned, first of all, we still do have Red Supernova Dragon, we still have Cosmic Blazer Dragon, we still have what other relevant level 12s are there, because you can make a ton of monsters in synchro decks. Blackwing Onomaru, the Striking Thunder, I believe is the name of the level 12 Blackwing synchro monster. You can summon him out just by having Auxilia on your side of the field. So yeah, I will say this: if you're choosing to just hit a part of the combo, then you're good. Of course, it will kill some combos like and combo decks like Centurion. But yeah, if we are talking about a little bit more about the stun decks, Konami should probably be thinking about hitting cards like the Runic archetype, because Runic is seen a lot of places. I will say there actually were a Runic player at, or was there? Now I'm confused. No, not a Runic player. I can remember. I believe there were stun. No, I actually believe that there were a Runic stun player at the OTS Championship that I was taking part in. But yeah. And yeah, guys, if I'm going to talk about Fiendsmith quickly, before I'm ending this video, Fiendsmith in general is not a problem. I feel like that I've been talking about some of my friends. They're saying that Fiendsmith should just be hit on the next ban list because they're making decks like Snake Eyes and Duel really disgusting. But the problem is, again, yes, Fiendsmith is really popular, but it will not get hit already. The archetype haven't actually been out for more than a month. It was released in the middle of August, or in the start of August. That we actually got Infinite Forbidden in the start of this month. Konami is not going to hit Fiendsmith just because there are a lot of people saying that they hate the archetype. But I will say that the archetype is really cool because it opens up for a lot more rogue decks to actually take part. Yes, Duel and Snake Eyes is meta decks. But I've heard about stuff like Plunder Patrol Fiendsmith. What else? Of course, Blackwing Fiendsmith. I've been thinking a lot more about that than a lot of other decks. Evil Eye Fiendsmith is also something. And Fiendsmith is Fiend support. But yeah, guys, that is just my opinion. I just feel like that Fiendsmith is a really cool archetype that needs to be played in more rogue decks rather than the meta decks. Of course, if your deck can't play the engine, of course, then you shouldn't be playing it. Like, I will say that it is really hard to play Fiendsmith and Blackwings because some of the effects just locks you into darks in the extra deck, and Fiendsmith are lights. And yeah, I just lost the last match here, but I've been recording for around an hour. But yeah, guys, that was basically everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed that. I was just talking quickly about my thoughts about how the format should be. But yeah,